I know that in the world that we're living in, we want quick results, we want fast results, and then sometimes meditation looks like one of those, boring, and one of those things where the real action is not happening. It's absolutely true. There's actually no action, totally the absence of that, but there is a lot of mental action that is going on. There is a lot of mental training that is going on. And this is a gift that you're giving to your brain, which your brain will help you when you want to do the deep focus sessions. When it comes to meditation, a lot of people get it wrong. I want to clear up a couple of misconceptions and also the easiest way of how you can do meditation starting today. Right now, after this, watching this video, you can do the output for meditation. Now, the biggest misconception that people have is, meditation means it is closing your eyes and not thinking about anything else. Some people, they look at a candle, or some people, they listen to the music and they're thinking that, okay, my goal is to constantly listen only to that music. My goal is to constantly look at the dot in the front of me. My goal, the meditation goal, is to look at the flame of the candle. Well, if you can really do that, well, congratulations, because it's humanly impossible for anyone to be constantly looking at one thing and one thing only and not thinking of anything else. So many people, they have some misconception that this is what meditation is, and they look at this candle or they look at this dot or they listen to the music, and just within just a couple of seconds, 2 3 seconds, boom, thoughts keep popping into your brain, and then you're thinking, you know what, say, I'm trying, and meditation is not for me, it is not working for me, and I think I'll just quit. Well, that's the reason why it is a misconception. Let me just tell you what exactly is meditation, at least in my opinion, when it comes to improving your focus, developing this world-class laser sharp focus. And meditation is simply this. It is not your attempt to focus only on one thing. It is your attempt that every time your mind gets distracted, to bring it back to that one thing. So what it means is it is perfectly okay, and you will be distracted a million times. That is fine. You're not doing anything wrong. So what is wrong is not bringing it back to that one thing that you're focusing on. And what is wrong is thinking that I'm getting too many distractions. That is wrong. So in simple terms, this is what it is. So I'm focusing right now on my breath. This is what I do. This is what I've learned. I think in one of the other videos, I talked about how I went to a meditation camp for 10 full days. It's a residential camp, and I learned about meditation. And this is actually one of the easiest forms of meditation, is to close your eyes. First of all, of course, find yourself in a place where you are least likely to be disturbed for how many number of minutes that you want to meditate, maybe 5 6 7 10 minutes. Research says that if you can meditate at least 8 minutes, that actually can give you all the results and all the benefits that come with meditation. Again, you can start with 3 minutes, start with 5 minutes, whatever really works for you. The most important thing is the output. It's about starting, right? So maybe you have the first session is only for 3 minutes. So be it. 3 minutes, set the timer, close your eyes, focus on the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's what you're doing. Now, after a couple of seconds, literally for many times, in many cases, it's like 1 or 2 seconds. The moment you're focusing on inhaling or exhaling, your mind starts thinking and you have all these thoughts come in. Now, the moment you realize, sometimes you only realize a minute later, that's okay. The moment you realize you're not focusing on the breath, so usually you have this kind of a jolt reaction, right? Oh, I'm not focusing on my breath. So the moment you realize that you're not focusing on the breath, simply, calmly bring back your attention to your breath. The mind keeps on going again. The moment you realize, don't feel bad. Sometimes it can take 2 minutes in your mind, mind wandering, your mind monkey brain going from one branch to another. It only, you'll realize it 2 or 3 minutes later. No problem. The moment you realize, this is the key. The moment you realize, very calmly and coolly, bring back the attention to your breath. Do it again. couple of seconds later, 1 or 2 minutes later, your mind starts wandering. The moment you realize, I know it's being repetitive for me, but I want to let you know the importance of this thing, because this is the key. This is a training that you want to give to your brain to have the deep focus. See, skills mastery requires deep focus, and meditation is what is your training you give to your brain for having that deep focus. In real life, how does it play out? Because normally, when you're working on a project, when you're learning something, when you are doing skills mastery, when you are doing the input, you will get distractions. But if you have habituated your brain for the bringing back the attention to your breath, bringing back the attention to your breath, bringing back the attention to your breath. So whenever you're working on a project and whenever you get a distraction, you will have the ability to not indulge in that, but bring back the attention to what you are learning. Bring back the attention. So as you can see here, basically we are learning the skill, we are training our brain and helping the brain to help us when we're actually doing the deep focus sessions. So in the past, if you have tried meditation and your mind was all over the place, well, good news, you're doing nothing wrong. It's okay, it's normal. If you're not bringing it back to that one thing that you're focusing on, that is where the mistake is. So I know I've repeated this, I don't know how many times in this video, but this is the reason I had to repeat this, because a lot of people get confused about the real purpose of meditation and the real method of meditation. And I've actually explained to you how simple this is. Now I do it almost always on a daily basis, not exactly every day, but usually I do 5 or 6 days in a week. And every time I do it about 18 or 20 minutes. And now I do the body scan meditation, where I start with the top of my head. I keep on focusing on each part of my body as I go down. And then the moment I lose my attention and mind is going everywhere, boom, I bring it back, and then I continue from there. And usually I go from top to bottom, bottom to top a couple of times. And I know that when I do a couple of times, it's about 18 minutes or 19 minutes. And I don't even need an alarm nowadays, because I know exactly how much time it takes for me to go, including all the distractions. For you right now, I gave you both the simple version, which is 3 minutes, and slowly you can graduate to 5 minutes and eventually go to at least 8 minutes on a daily basis. So schedule your first meditation session. And in fact, I challenge you, I urge you, I encourage you to do it today. And if you can do it right after this video, even better. All you need to do is to schedule 3 minutes on your phone and just focus on the breath and just do the technique here.